Hey, how you guys? Please have a seat. Let me get the lights turned on. All right, take a seat. There we go. It's great to meet you guys. Finally, my name is Mark. Pleasure. Thank you guys for coming in today. Again, my name is Mark. I am with Oceanside Realty Group. We are based out of the Southern California area here in LA County. I got your guys' email, so what we're gonna do today is we are gonna go over what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget is, and ultimately, hopefully we can find you the house of your dreams. Absolutely. So how did you guys hear about Oceanside Realty? Perfect, great, yeah. So your coworker, he used our brokerage. Okay, what was his name? All right, great. Well, here I have printed out some papers just from homes that I've sold, work that I've done, and information about Oceanside Realty Group that you guys can go look over later when you're home, and you guys can just see a few of the things I've done, some of my experience, and some of my work. Yeah, there's two of them. Absolutely. So yeah, that'll just have all my experience, again, all the homes I've sold, some stuff about Oceanside Realty Group, the brokerage, and what we have available right now, and other services that we provide. So let's talk about what our mission is. Our mission is to get you the home of your dreams. We want to find you something that's in your budget, something that is going to bring you guys joy, bring you guys satisfaction, and something you guys can be proud about. You know, it's a big decision to finally be able to really start looking at purchasing a home, okay? And what my job ultimately to do is to be a resource for you guys, to help answer any questions you have, facilitate this process, and help you find the best home we can get for you guys, okay? So we have access to databases of off-list properties that aren't listed, properties on the MLS, the multiple listing service, okay? So these are some things that we can do to ultimately get you into the home, okay? So we're gonna go over all this. Before we get into that, I have some questions I wanna ask you both, okay? This is gonna help me understand and help meet your needs better, okay? All right, great. Okay, 1 second. How was the drive over here? Great. Yeah, that's what I really like about our office, is that we're just far enough off of the highway and close enough to the ocean that, one, we don't have to deal with the noise or all the traffic at the immediate, area around us. And then we also get a bit of that ocean breeze up through here. So it's really nice, it's pleasant. So I get a good commute because I can hop onto the highway, but I don't have to deal with looking at it. And then I can enjoy the ambiance of this area. I'm just getting everything pulled up here before we begin, okay? Alrighty. Okay. And if at any point you have any questions for me, just feel free to stop me. Go ahead, all right? Let's see. These questions aren't necessarily in any particular order, all right? These are just questions we want to ask. So can you describe your ideal neighborhood to me? So what we want to know with that is, it's not always about the home itself. It's about the community. There's important things about the location. People want a big community. They want a small community. People want to have their home to have some acreage. Maybe the size isn't as much of a big deal. You want to live in a certain school district. You want to be in walking distance of restaurants. These sort of things. So if you could go down that list and just tell me some of those, and then I'll be recording this, okay? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so far we have, that you want to, one of your main priorities, non-negotiable, is a good school district. You're planning on, yeah, okay, absolutely. You would also want to be in walking distance of restaurants, stores. You don't want to be isolated where you are. Okay. What else do we got? Yeah, so. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. So you're really more concerned with the school districts within walking distance of amenities, and you want to be able to have some distance between your neighbors, but you're not necessarily so concerned with how large the property itself is. So, would something under an acre be okay? Would that be enough space for you and your family's needs? Absolutely, yeah. So I definitely am aware of already a few properties so far, and they would be like half acres, which is more room than I currently have at my two properties. So yeah, okay, we got that then. So now that we have some of those questions answered, what's your favorite room of a house? And this might seem like a throwaway question, right? But the answer you provide can be very telling. And I can learn a lot about your values and what's important to you by asking what your favorite room is. Okay. Yeah. So you want a big living room. This is important to you because that's where you're sharing time with your family. That's where you guys are growing together. You guys are building your bonds together. You guys are having experiences together. You're hosting people in your home in that space. And it's ultimately where you're going to be spending most of your time. Absolutely. So you just want a well put together living room that flows well into the kitchen and has good room separation, as well as an open air feel. Yeah, I was fortunate enough with the two properties that I currently personally own. One of them's my own, and then one is a rental property over there in Torrance. So yeah, I was fortunate enough. Both of these properties had I share that. Those are a lot of things that I'm looking for, was that living room, because when I'm sleeping, I'm just going to bed. Okay, I got a closet, I got a bathroom, great. I'm not spending a whole lot of time in there, awake, that is. Yeah, so I'm sleeping. Yeah, so you want a good living room. Perfect. Let's get that. Perfect. Okay. How long do you plan to live in this home? This is an important piece of information for a few reasons. If some people, if your intention of living there is long term, that changes a lot of things. But if you're planning on moving again after the purchase, or you might be looking at this as a temporary place, we're going to want to know that. Okay, yeah, so that's what I thought. This isn't temporary. Cool. I will get that put down. Now, those are some of the things we want to know. Is there anything on your wish list? For example, you want maybe a modern. We talked about the room itself, but we want to like when we say wish list, I mean like, do you want a modern kitchen? Do you want a certain number of bedrooms? A fenced-in backyard? Some eco-friendly clients that we have, they're looking for energy-efficient appliances that are already installed in the home, solar panels. It can be helpful to have a wish list. So if you haven't made that, what you guys could do is go over your values and what you're looking for in that wish list and send that over to me, okay? Yeah, we don't have to get into all of that right now, so just send that over to me, okay? So essentially what we're gonna do is we're intaking all of this today so we can start to build a rough sketch, if you will, of what you guys are looking for exactly and what can go and what has to stay and what can be compromised on and what isn't any room for compromise, okay? So we're gonna get you what you want, and there's some trade-offs in this process, but we're gonna figure it out what you're willing to trade and what you can't. All right, so we've got some really good information. I really appreciate that you guys came prepared for this today. Not everyone does, but this makes this process a lot easier, and we're honestly going to be able to start moving forward with this much more quickly because we were able to get all that information done today. And if anything changes, you guys let me know. We are at the conclusion of our questions now. We need to know, what is your budget, okay? So this doesn't necessarily have to be let's see. The last thing we want for you to do is fall in love with a property only to find out that you can't afford it. Okay? I think we're both on the same page here. Yeah. So if you're not sure about a house price, we can say this. How much would you be comfortable spending on a monthly mortgage payment? Let's start there. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's reasonable. That's a good price. We can certainly work with that. Let's see. Now, is there wiggle room on this room? Is this a firm number? I mean, you're not overextending yourself in any capacity. Is there any chance of you going any higher? Okay. Okay, great. So I got that all I inserted into our paperwork and into the portfolio and into the charts. So, that looks like we have a good budget. And what's the number you have? How much would you be able to put down on a home, and what is the most you'd be willing to spend on the home over the course of the mortgage as well? Yeah, entirely. Great. Yeah, that's a good budget. It's extremely reasonable for the area. So what I will do now is I'm gonna need some more time to piece this all together. I definitely have a good picture of what we're looking at. And then what we will start doing is I will set up some tours of some homes, some properties I find for you. Once I have that ready to go, we'll work out some days, and I will be speaking to some other agents so we can get you touring some properties. Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully, we'll find exactly what you are looking for. It has been a pleasure to meet you both. I look forward to finding you guys your dream home. Yeah, so we will have the receptionist reach out to you. We will have emails as well as letters sent to your home. And then we will get some tours set up of some properties. Yeah, so we will come and pick you up. If you guys prefer to drive yourselves, let us know. But we do offer the services where a driver will come and bring you guys to the office, and then you guys will ride with me in the SUVs, and we'll go to each property. Yeah, and that's how it works. And we offer those once or twice a week, depending on the number of available properties we have. All right, you guys, it was a pleasure. And then let's get to work. All right, yeah. Drive safe, and then look out for that email in about 2 days, okay? All right, cheers.